Okay, so 1 day left, and then it's the Tuesday. What's up? Well, it was the big day. For what?
Wait, what?
Hello? It's a full moon. As cool as a cucumber, aren't you? Meanwhile, I think I'm gonna hurl. Flies in my stomach. You know, like right before a big match. Now I know how Sonata-san feels before he gets in the ring. Classes ended for today. I mean, I'll watch things on Netflix from time to time, here and there. Let's go duplicate a skill card. I'm not really sure what Dragon Prince is. I'm pretty sure you told me about it before, but probably a decent while back. So I'm not super familiar with it, and that is a whole lot of seasons that it has. That is a great many there. I'll pray to be able to beat the boss. Sure, that. Here goes. Not sure when season 5 came out. Okay. So if they released one last year, another one this year, then stuff is coming out with some pretty decent speed then. This might actually be a good idea. The Monday sales. No. Because if there's a boss battle coming right up, and now I have enough money to actually afford some good weapons, and there's a sale. Anyway, there's been an increase in apathy syndrome case among pairs of men and women. That's all I know. Could there be a reason for it? They're after the streets! Damn them! In any case, feel free to take a look around if you need anything.
Running a little sale today. See if anything.
Oh, I guess the new stuff that I got is pretty good anyway. Oh. Never mind.
You finished?
Wait, what about armor?
Prices are a bit lower today. Take a look if you have the chance.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, I got a master's garment there. It'd be nice if it showed me what stats the current thing that he had on is. Like, it shows that it's an increase and a decrease there. So it's something between 65 and 77. But it doesn't actually tell me what number his current thing is. Which, man, you are so chatty.
I'll do what I can to help.
Like, it'd be nice if it actually told me the amount, but hey. Permitted only the masters. It's probably not that important, right? Is there any footwear with like cool effects? Electricity evasion low, agility +3, combat shoes. It's probably not that much of an increase then. Eh.
Well, I got some stuff.
What kinds of cool accessories do you have? There's not just like a convoy thing here, like Fire Emblem general inventory thing. Confused boost. Oh, my axolotl's done. Want to see it here? Here, let's I'll just let the printer cool down for now. I'll start another dragon before I go to sleep. Is what I'll do. Unless anyone wants to see me actually start the dragon here and keep the 3D print cam going. Yeah. Little if I go to this layout. Little pink axolotl. Who's articulated. If I just peel him off like that. Just get the joints moving. And yeah, there are some supports here that I am going to have to tear off on the side just so that those printed properly. The light glare makes it kind of hard to see. But yeah, it's articulated here. Well, the one foot is stuck on the supports. They both are. There we go. Get those moving. And then, yeah. Little axolotl. Okay. Let's go back to here. Wow. And yeah, I'll take off those supports sometime later. I'll just put them there. That's what I'll do. Take off the other filament from this build plate.
Everything stocked here is through
Yeah,
my personal
yeah.
connections.
Yeah.
Whatever you get,
Yeah, yeah.
however you use it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just be careful.
Alright, well, we have a boss coming up anyway, so it's not like I'd be able to have a good place for the print cam when I switch over to my other layout when my camera's in the top right corner. Because, like, this layout works great for during the days, and then you have, like, the day thingamabob up there. But then when I'm in Tartarus and all the health bars and SP and stuff is over here, it's better to use this layout. So, yeah. I think I'm done printing for this stream. Confuse boost, distress boost, fear boost, strength HP equals 10 SP.
Well, take as long as you need.
Meh. Meh. Yeah, Texas license plate installed on your truck. Yeah, I did that like a month and a half ago. Something like that. Decent while back. It already has a dent in the bottom because my dad, when we had it up on jack stands a little while back, he kind of, when we were putting it back down again, he kind of twisted it, let it fall, and let the license plate kind of land on the bar of the
No idea what you're fighting out there.
of the floor jack.
Just don't get in over your heads.
So it's a little bit bent at the bottom. Which, I mean, makes it look a little more rugged, you could say. Yeah, it's not quite as pristine anymore. I don't know. I could run again, but like, some of these bonds are nearly maxed. Like, I might end up looking up when I need to have some of these ones done by. You were... What were you again? Also, I thought I was further than 4 on those two, honestly. I can still progress that one a whole bunch. Yeah, you were hanged. I don't have a hanged right now. Got yourself an Alaskan license plate? Like, just for show, for fun there? Alright, I'm pretty starting to quiet down. The main fans are off. Like, you could probably hear, like, a very brief humming, buzzing in the background before.
Please take
Here. But yeah, also just want to say it's your birthday today, so you're just driving while watching a stream posted on the server once you're finished. Oh, that's awesome! And happy birthday then, Rico Bannon. Also, speaking of posting stuff on the server, like, I usually do see most of the stuff that's posted on the server, but, like, I don't always have, like, good ideas of, like, things to respond to things. But, like, I have seen stuff that you've been posting. And I'm not always like, I know exactly the thing to say about this. But I do always think that's, like, charming and cool. What am I looking for again? I'm getting sidetracked again. I want this long lad. There. That looks like a ferret. I almost blanked on what a ferret was for a hot second. I don't know why my brain is so fried today. I haven't done statistics since like 7 years ago, my first year of university, and then I had to do it non-stop today. And Guzma gifting a sub to Rico Mannon, now at 323 gifted subs on the channel. My goodness gracious. I appreciate the gifted sub there, Guzma and Rico Mannon. Welcome on into Team Enharmonic and enjoy a month of the emotes and the sub badge and all that stuff that I normally say. Enjoy not being interrupted by ads while this is going on. Now you just get to enjoy uninterrupted rambles about so many topics and stuff going on here. What am I doing? I was gonna go do this. Sure, I can play today. I'm only 2% boosted. But yeah. Like Doctor Who. Yeah, like that. Enjoy the uninterrupted rambles when there isn't ads. Unless I just manually insert an ad right now. You want to see an ad? Hold on. I can show you an ad. Check this out. I've been working on the layouts for the Smash tournaments. So free for all here is gonna look like this, and then the sponsor, Aspen Films. Look, there's like an animation where it comes up. I don't actually know anything about Aspen Films. I just know that they're like the sponsor for the free for all tournament. Like, I'll probably learn a decent bit about them at the event because apparently they'll be on site there. But I've been trying to make my layouts look nice for them since they're the sponsor. And then the free for all between games looks like this. And then in a hot second, it comes sponsored by Aspen Films. And then there's like the little blurb. So I can be on this layout with the 2 cameras when we're between games. When we're setting up for the next game, we're just kind of chilling here. And then when we get into the actual game, then whoops, that's the layout that we're already on. And then it replays the thingamabob. Whoops. But then go into the actual free-for-all game, and then here we are. So it's like my cam, the player cam, the sponsored bit. There's an ad. There's an ad that I can show. And then if we switch over to the normal between games, when we actually have like players and score and all that, then it looks like this. So we have all our starter stages, our counter pick stages, the score down there that I can edit. Like, I've used this layout for a long time, but I've been sprucing it up to make it a lot cleaner lately. And then we have our 1v1s. where I'm using like the same thing that I've used for a long time of like my spinning Pokeball layouts that'll be perfectly behind the character portraits. I edited the stuff that's in the middle there between the two to be all nice looking. I might just take out this top bar completely. I don't think it's needed anymore. What with the stuff down at the bottom. And I mean, you can gather by the layout that it's singles. I won't need to change that to say that it's singles. And then there's like the doubles that hasn't really undergone that much changes. I did change the text that said like Grand Finals, Losers Finals from the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon font to look like the Fragapalooza stuff. So I had to put these in my graphic design softwares and design thingamabobs for you. Each of these different potential rounds that it could be. I'm just leaving it on Grand Finals by default. But I mean, the names here and the score is still a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2 font, is the case. Anyway, there's an ad. There's an ad that I can just put into the middle of things there. Turn off that other camera now. But yeah, it looks really good. Appreciate it. But yeah, what awesome transition, Guzman. I've had those transitions for a long time. I've even been using them last year, unless you mean just for like the animation for the sponsor, which they just gave me the file for that animation. Why your icon changed to a present on your end? It's pretty awesome though. Shameless self-promotion. What, promoting my Smash tournaments while also promoting a film studio that I don't actually know a whole lot about. You think Stripey is okay? Stripey says he's only here on Sundays, but I can't come that day. I wish you could play again, but I'll be okay today since you're here. Feels if we can grow close, whatever. I can't words. We're at 3. We're about to go to 4. Sure. Yay. Then hold on, and then open a tab for her, and then 3 to 4. Scroll to that, and then I can say a couple things, so it might not matter that much what I say.
You know how it was my birthday the other day?
I actually didn't.
Guess what? Mom and Dad both remembered. They really do care about me.
Yeah, as long as I say either are these two things instead of nah, they don't care. That's great news. If I had save states, I'd say nah, they don't care, and then load state.
They were smiling and happy and everything. I got so many presents. I even got a birthday cake. It's been so long since we ate together as a family. We used to do it all the time. How come Mom and Dad don't get along anymore? I know. I'll just ask them why. If I know why, I can fix it and make it all better. I'm gonna make Mom and Dad happy again. Wish me luck, okay?
Okay, Michael seems fine to me. I feel like we're growing closer. I can switch back to my stream manager now. Whoops, I accidentally, gosh dang, I'm hitting too many buttons. I turned the print cam back on again somehow.
Okay. I'm gonna ask them. Bye-bye. Let's play again later, okay?
After saying goodbye to Maiko, I headed back to the dorm. Good evening. Hey, a box! There's a box on the counter. Looks like a product I ordered through the shopping program on TV has arrived. Let's see what's inside. Let's see here. Yeah, my crap. My things.
Welcome back.
What's up, dude? Tomorrow's the day. We lose, the city gets overrun with the Lost, right? The Lost? Is that what we're calling them now? Or was it called this earlier in the game and I never realized? I'll win this no matter what. We're the peacekeepers of this here town. Just kidding. Well, we ought to get in gear. If you're going to Tartarus today, count me in. Oh, that's right, Akusta-kun. For tomorrow, I think I'll have you stand by at the dorm just in case. So, if there are preparations you need to make, please take care of them today. Alright, I think I'm pretty good and set up here. But yeah. I mean, to ask, never quite caught on. What is Fragapalooza? Just out of curiosity. It's a massive... What? I don't need that camera. What's wrong with me? It's a massive LAN gaming event that goes on in the Leduc Rec Center every year. So it goes on like once a year. It's always after the long weekend? I'm pretty sure it's after the long weekend. I think this coming up weekend is the long weekend of August. So it'll be August 8th to 11th. Some people that I've told about it before have been under the impression that it's a gaming convention, and I've had to say like, no, it's not actually a gaming convention, it's a LAN party. So LAN parties back when, before the days where it's like you can conveniently all play online and play stuff like that together, people would take their actual computers, their whole desktops and monitors and stuff over to someone else's house, plug in, and all host a server on that local network and play games together. That's what a LAN party is. except this is basically like a modern LAN party on the scale of several hundred people all in a gym space. So I can pull up some thingamabobs here. Let's open a new tab and go with display capture real quick. If I just look up Fragapalooza, boopity bop, and then go to images, you can find some pictures of the venue here, where if I go to, hold on, let's turn off display capture here, go to this layout, and display capture is apparently already on here, where it's just one of the gym spaces of the Leduc Rec Center, where it's rows and rows and rows and rows of tables, and if you buy a seat at Frag, the thing that's supplied is a table spot for you to go at, 3 power sockets, 3 power outlets, and an Ethernet cable. That's it for like the 4 days that's going on. So you got to bring like your own desktop, your own monitor, your own keyboard, your own mouse, or just like a laptop. Some people do that, but most people bring like their full desktop computers. I wonder what year this was from. I wonder if I can spot myself somewhere in here. And people just game away for like 3 full days, basically 3.5 days. There's Cernal, the Mad Lad. This is the guy that I'm going to be working with on like the Smash tournament stuff. He's helping me with a whole bunch of stuff. Him and Canadian Rage Bear were running it in 2019 when I first came, and they're both like really cool, nice dudos. And he's going to be helping me with the Smash tournaments this year. So yeah, I guess this is one of the main pictures there. Here's it like during the night, where if the higher quality comes in, Facebook.com, yeah, this here. There's still lots of people playing like as it's lights out. Some people just stay up gaming through the night. A lot of people will try to sleep because it's a 4-day event. Some people just sleep in their chairs, like put the chair back, just try to sleep in it. Some people set up, I guess there was a lot of rows that year when this picture was taken. This was posted October 1st, 2021. We didn't have a big in-person event during 2021. That was still COVID times. So this was posted from like a prior thing. Maybe this was 2019. I don't know. Was it? I don't know. I think that there was a sponsor thing over here in 2019. Whatever. This is oftentimes a space where a lot of people set up like mattresses and sleep. Some people sleep in their vehicles. Like that's what I usually do. I'm probably going to be sleeping in my car this year unless I can get my truck working this weekend. Like if I just send a picture to myself here in this Discord server. Let's see here. Go to my favorites because I know I favorited this. Of my sleeping accommodations last year. Which was this. Boopity bop. If I send that, some people just go home between days. Like that's what I did in 2019 when I first went and I didn't really understand what it was. But ever since then, I just like stay at the venue. So there's a picture of me posting like the okra earlier. But this was my sleeping accommodations last year. Was my old truck and tent in the back. Although one night this had to be in the shop getting its glass repaired. One night I was sleeping in the back there, and then one night Guzma was sleeping in the back there in the tent. So I only really got one night in the truck, and otherwise I was trying to sleep in the venue in my chair. But I really wanted to do this again this year, but my truck isn't working right now, so yeah. And this was like an old van that people brought, and they were sleeping in it. But what was crazy about this vehicle here, it was fun to have like 2 old vehicles next to each other. This one doesn't even work, and they had it like towed in there. They used another vehicle to haul it there just to sleep, and then they hauled it back because apparently they can't drive this. And it's like, wow, that seems like so much extra effort for just bringing that there. Like this drove at the time. It's broken down in the backyard right now. I'll try to fix it this weekend. If I get it working, I'll tent it up again. If I don't get it working, I'll sleep in the back of my car like I did during some smaller LAN parties this weekend. But yeah, looks so incredibly interesting, and also don't know how particularly fun that'd be for you personally, but do hope that you have fun with it. Yeah, it might not be for everyone, but it is like a cool event to just be in like a venue where you're just playing games with a whole lot of other people. Like it's all about bringing people together to play games. Like if I go to YouTube and I say Fragapalooza 2019, like this thing, Bob, these. I was trying to find what characters they were playing because apparently they're going to be back this year. I want to 3D print those guys both some dragons because they're cool. Oh, this is just duos. If I can find the singles. When I first went in 2019, so this must have been from 2016, that video there. What? Where's the heck? Fragapalooza 2019 Smash, because I swear it was a video that they had up. And I made like a video on it. Yeah. They had 2 tournaments then. So in addition to playing games and stuff there are some events like tournaments, like the Smash tournaments that I run nowadays. I went for the first year in 2019. I thought singles was going to be like 1v1s and like a super competitive tournament. Joke's on me when I got there, and surprise, surprise, it's 6-player free-for-all, all items on, like, full chaos. It was fun, but it was not at all what I was expecting. So, there was me playing away there, and there's those 2 commentating. And I guess the sponsor then was Pure Canadian Gaming. But one of the cool things about this tournament, I was able to win both the free-for-all and the doubles tournament that year. So there I was, like, being interviewed. No facial hair at the time. It's still the same hat. How do I want to lead this? What thing do I want to talk about first? There's a bunch of things I can talk about. I won a Chromebook from this tournament that I still use to this day. And because I didn't know how Fragapalooza worked and, like, a lot of people just stay there overnight, I was going home between days, so I was walking out of there, and the 2 guys here, they were like, what, you just win the tournaments and then you leave? And I thought that was kind of funny. The format could have used a lot of improving. The controllers they had us using were like these wired controllers that had a turbo button on them, or like it would program macros or something like that, and I accidentally hit that in the middle of the tournament, and it locked in, like, me spamming B. I hit that button and my controller just started spamming the special B button. And I had to, like, pause the final game, and one of the announcers had to come over, fix the controller for me, hand it back to me, and say, you hit the macro button, don't hit it again. And I was like, oh. And so after these tournaments, I kind of sent an email of, these are some notable issues during the tournament, and here's how they can be fixed. And then one thing led to another, and I became the Smash guy. And I've been every year since. But one of the things that I really, really liked about this tournament was the opportunity for meeting other people. This is how I met my doubles partner. So Crash here, this is someone that I had never met before in my life. But after playing against me in the free-for-all finals here, he was like, whoa, this guy's pretty good. I should go chat with him. And so after the tournaments were done, and after, like, this all, and, like, there's this Chromebook that I took home from that, he came over and was chatting to me, and we started playing some games together, and I found out that the doubles was going on the following day. So we played in the doubles the following day, having met from the tournament the prior day. And unfortunate media SD, we did manage to take it eventually anyway after a grand finals reset here. It's funny, he didn't even own a Switch at the time, but he played competitive Melee many years ago, so, like, he was still, like, pretty good at Smash, I would say. But, like, this person that was a complete stranger the prior day, we ended up teaming up and winning a tournament in, like, the following day. And it was a really cool experience having that happen and getting to make, like, a new friend that way. And I was like, man, that's a really cool experience and something that I want to share. So in terms of the tournaments that I run at Fragapalooza nowadays, Fragapalooza, if I go to the website, the reason why I run 3 tournaments is kind of, where the heck is I don't even know what these stand for, I'm going to be honest. Tournaments. And then this event's tournaments. There's 3 that I run. There's the free-for-all, because I found out that Fragapalooza, it's a very, very casual environment. I went there expecting it to be, like, this super competitive tournament. I'd be able to, like, super-duper push my skill. And I went there, played in the free-for-all, and most people were there button mashing. I think that I was the only person that came to the event specifically for the tournaments. And pretty much everyone else was there for Fragapalooza first and foremost, and was playing in the tournaments because there happened to be some tournaments going on. Let's go up there and play. So it's not a super duper competitive environment. And it's like, hey, I want to kind of keep that alive. So let's keep doing, like, free-for-alls. So I'll be doing the free-for-all tournament on Thursday next week. And then that feeling of making a new friend with the doubles, I was like, I wanna promote that. Maybe some people will have the same experience that I had, where they play in the first tournament, make a new friend, and then they have like a teammate to play in the 2v2s the following day, and then they can play in a tournament the following day with like a new friend that they made. Like, I wanna promote that sense of bringing people together to play games together. I feel like it'd be a cardinal sin not to have doubles at Fragapalooza, because you have this event with so many people coming together, and I want to promote that playing together cooperativeness. So either play with a friend of yours that's there and you get to experience playing in this tournament together, or go to make a new friend. And I say in like my rule sets that I have here, like, hey, if you don't have a teammate, like, come chat with me and I'll find you a teammate. Like, we'll figure it out. Will be the case. I want to promote people being able to make new friends and that all. This will be the only tournament that I play in, because it'd be kind of weird if the person running the tournaments is also playing. But I know that it would really make my cousin's older kids' day if he teams up with me. So we're Team Ouijis, which is Luigi and Aegis. And if we podium, then we'll just pass our prizes down to like the next place. So if we get second place, for example, then third place will get our prize, and then fourth place will get the third place prize, for example. Like, I could do that with the other tournaments and still play, but like, if you get knocked out of the tournament by the guy that can't even win anything, it's like, that'd be a pretty shitty feeling. So I try not to play in these, but I know that that would like be really fun for him, and it'd be fun for me, like, playing with him as well. So yeah, I'm playing with my cousin's kid just for the fun of it. But if there's any prizes going out, I'm not gonna get them. I'll pass them down, because it's kind of weird if the person running the tournaments takes them. And then, of course, like, I want to have, like, the actual competitive 1v1 tournaments with a little bit of a Fragapalooza flair of randomness with the, you have to choose 3 different characters to play instead of just one. So it's not the conventional singles thing, but it's still singles and still pushes your skill in 1v1. So you have the free-for-all where anyone can just come up, button mash, have fun, pick up a controller, and just have fun with it. The 2v2s to bring people together, make new friends, or play with existing friends, and the actual 1v1s for those that do want a competitive tournament to push their skill. I want to have something for everyone. And my little cousin found out last year, which still seems to be the case this year, you can break the website by signing up with a name where there is a character limit, but it is so insanely long that it goes out the box, and like, if anyone else writes their name, you can't see it because it gets blocked. And that's something that should probably be fixed with the Fragapalooza website. is the case. There's not a lot of people signed up right now because most of the signups happen there in person when we're on stage saying, hey, the tournaments are coming up, like, come up to the stage if you want to sign up, and then you get a bunch of people coming up and signing up. So there'll probably be a bunch of people signing up then. So there are tournaments, and that's my field of tournaments. There is going to be a Smash Melee tournament there too that I'm not running. It's going to be in a retro game area. Like, I'll help out with the bracket a little bit. And there's the Overwatch and Counter-Strike tournament going on that luckily aren't going to be at the same time as my Smash tournaments. We actually organized them so that they're at different times this year. That was a problem last year, is we started doubles, and then after an hour, Overwatch started. And then I lost all the players for doubles because they were all playing Overwatch tournament as well. And we had to postpone it to the following day. But things are actually scheduled good this time, is the case. So yeah, there's that. So it's mostly a lot of people coming together, playing games, having fun. There are some tournaments, though it's not the main focus. Like, it's not that competitive an environment. It's meant to just, like, bring people together to have fun and have a good time. So yeah, and if I find the event schedule here, this doesn't show anything that should be kept a secret, does it? As long as I don't click on anything here, because this is like the staff schedule here. This isn't the, I don't actually know where you find the publicly available schedule. I think it's fine. Probably. I think it's probably fine. I'll show it. So there's a lot of other things that go on as well. So like Thursday, for example, here is like everything's getting set up here. The Smash Free-for-All is going on right after the opening ceremonies are done. And there's a lot of like for fun events as well. Like chair putt here, longest riding chair distance held in the gym area, where like there's all sorts of prizes that are given away. So I guess this one is to be determined. It'll either be like an SSD or a mouse, or it'll be changed to something else. Like, it could be anything. Like, this is, I don't think that this is the one that's publicly available, so take things with a grain of salt. Don't take this as gospel, is the case. A lot more things going on the Friday. There's a whole bunch of fun events. I know that one is origami contest. I know one is a rock, paper, scissors tournament. Here's the paper airplanes. Paper airplanes is done each year. Just try to hit that. I know that they had to change the rules a lot over the years to, like, it has to resemble an airplane because people would just crumple it up into a ball. This should be interesting. From Strat, sticker with Myers staff signature on it, placed on a chair somewhere in the venue. The first to find it gets a prize. So there's all sorts of fun things that they'll just announce as the event is going on. Like, this thing is going on right now over here. Like, come over here if you want to be a part of it. And anyone can just come over and play in, like, the random fun event. One thing that I remember playing in last year is at, like, 1 in the morning, they announced that Murder Ball was going on over in the gym area next to this. So, like, this area here. So in the dead of night, everyone goes over there and is lined up, getting ready to have dodgeballs thrown at them, and just, like, the last person standing wins. It had to be, we canceled it this year because of worry about, like, some adult just whipping it at some kid. So, no Murder Ball this year, but it was kind of fun last year. And yeah, all sorts of different things going on, all sorts of, like, community gaming events, and here's the rock, paper, scissors that's going on, and all sorts of fun events. And then there's not that much stuff going on Sunday because we're, like, closing ceremonies partway through the day. But also, you found a statistically correct way to play rock, paper, scissors a little while back, so that's fun. If you want that for the event, let you know. I could probably look something like that up too. It might be interesting there. So that's gonna be at 11 p.m. on Saturday, it looks like. Yeah, maybe I run out and go play some rock, paper, scissors. And then, like, the blue stuff is all what's going to be on stream. Like, that's the stream schedule here for the main Fragapalooza stream. So there'll be sections where, like, my Smash tournaments are showcased there, and bits where there's, like, rock, paper, scissors tournament, for example. I don't know if it's a tournament per se. It's I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't participated in it before, but maybe I'll try this year. It might be kind of fun. So, yeah, remember you actually almost won? You were one of the last few in the dodgeball thing. You can't believe you survived as long as you did. Yeah, I couldn't believe I survived as long as I did either. But, yeah, that was kind of fun. So, yeah, it's basically just a big gym area of people coming to play games together and do all sorts of other fun events along the way. It's a not-for-profit event, so while it's not exactly cheap for seating, like, what is it if you don't get early bird? Like, I always get a clan pack with my cousin, so I don't actually have it memorized what the normal pricing is. Where the heck do I go to here? Here it is. Yeah, where if you get it early, like you buy tickets before May, then it's cheaper. So it's not exactly like a cheap ticket in, like, you would find to, like, some gaming convention where you go for, like, a single day. This is the kind of thing where it's like, you have a table and power and Ethernet provided for you for the entire event, and the funds go towards, like, rental fees for the Leduc Rec Center, plus the bazillion prizes, because there's always a lot of prizes. Like, oftentimes during the closing ceremonies, whatever's left, they'll just, like, be tossing out from there, or doing, like, a little spinner or a roulette wheel of every person that has a ticket, and whoever it lands on gets a prize of, like, a new hard drive, or a mouse, or headphones, or whatever the heck they end up giving you. Like, there's a lot of prizes that end up being given away at Fragapalooza. Dude, we were so sleep deprived. Can't remember, did you pay for your ticket, or did I pay for your ticket? I don't remember. We might have gotten, like, another clan pack, because it's cheaper, like, getting them as sets of 4. Did we? Because I know that there was a clan pack through my cousin with the 4 of us, but then you and Finn, I don't remember how it worked, actually. I might have bought tickets and then like gifted them to you. I don't remember how it went. It was something like that. Yeah, but you paid for a whole bunch of things on my end too. So, like, and I'm pretty sure in terms of the whole owing money, like, you are way out on top. I still owe you like $200 if I find a way to get it properly to you across countries here. But yeah, all very nice. Also starting to get sleepy, so you think you're gonna head out before you pass out with your laptop on your bed again. I'd love to continue ranting about Doctor Who, but alas, your eepiness is too strong. Had a good time though. Surprised to be the mainest chatter this time around. Not complaining though. And thanks for explaining the event. No problem there. Hope you have an awesome rest of the night, Delta thingy. And yeah, if you tune in anytime when I'm live from the 8th to the 11th here, it's gonna be here, and it's gonna be a lot of mayhem and probably a lot of noise and craziness. And it'll probably be fun though. So that'll be that coming up. I know that I was helping run the booth at this. I wonder if there's a photo of me with that. Can I find because I just recognized this. Oh man, I know that there's a photo of me behind that booth at one point at the esports expo. There's one last thing I was gonna mention about it and I forgot. Hey look, it's a graphic I designed when I was gonna run the RC Mario Kart in the parking lot, and then that didn't pan out, and there was basically next to no interest in it. I had like a couple of kids come over and play the RC Mario Kart, but it not that much happened. Was the case. There's another graphic I designed during 2022 when we were just doing cash prizes. Oh, I remember what I was going to mention now. It was about the prizing. Yeah, and it was sponsored by Pepper, and we didn't actually get all that much money from Pepper because we didn't have all that much turnout, and they were giving us money based on how many people we had playing in our tournament, which wasn't a whole lot. Hey, look, there's one of my thumbnails. Yeah, finals there. Yeah, I guess if you look up, hey look, it's the video that we made together, Guzma, when we were opening the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet booster box, or whatever the heck it's called. Hey look, it's a company that I worked for at one point. But yeah, I guess if you look up Fragapalooza, hey look, it's another one of my thumbnails. Carvia versus Silver. That's a video that I was commentating. I mean, I've been commentating the Smash tournament since 2020. So yeah, you look up Fragapalooza and you get a lot of my stuff coming up nowadays. Because of all the stuff that I do with Fragapalooza. Just scroll down little bit and you'll see a whole bunch of my stuff. Yeah, you have a good night too inside. Just gonna go now before you start explaining again. Yeah. And wait, who is the Doctor Who? Yeah, okay, so that was a reply to that. I gotcha. But yeah, the last thing that I wanted to mention here in regards to that was with Fragapalooza here, when I first went in 2019 and won both the tournaments, the prizes that I won, there might be similar events in other places, but this specific event of Fragapalooza is just here in... Hey, look, it was one of my mods at the time that most recently followed. I recognize that name. Ex-mod of the channel. Anyway, it's just this event here that goes on in the Leduc Rec Center here in central Alberta. Like, it's always at this same location, apart from when COVID happened, it changed up for that, but we're back at the Leduc Rec Center again. It's just a thing that goes on here. Like, there might be some other LAN parties going on elsewhere, but this is like the big one of central Alberta, basically, is what it be. And Fragapalooza is just here, this specific one. So, yeah, we don't have other locations where we're doing anything. Anyway, the when I first went in 2019, like before COVID hit, the prizes for winning the tournaments were a Chromebook, which I was very surprised to win that. And then in the doubles, the things that I won, if it's in the video here, are these headphones. Which, is that a thing that I'm handed here? There's Crash holding a box of these headphones, and there's probably me holding a box with those headphones. That's probably my cousin's younger kid, like way shorter at the time. So I don't remember, this was many years ago. But yeah, and those are pretty substantial prizes to win. Like, those are pretty cool, big things. But last year, like our first year back to fully in person after COVID, the prizes for the different tournaments were Steam keys. So the Fragapalooza was given a lot of Steam keys, like a few hundred, I think, to give out like across the event. So after the tournaments were done, I was called over to the head table to be like, how are we assigning these Steam keys? What do you think are good value games? I remember first place of one tournament, I said like the Mass Effect Complete Edition or Trilogy or whatever it is was a good prize. Like, that's a lot of value. That's a lot of content there. I don't remember what the other ones were, but I remember Mass Effect Legendary Edition or whatever it was. I was like, yeah, that's probably a good one to give out. But that's the only thing that people won last year was Steam keys. And you compare that to 2019, where there was like a very big, significant prize. It's like, yeah, that doesn't quite feel as good. And what if you don't play on Steam? What if you don't play on PC? What if you play on console? Or what if you don't like that game? Or what if you already have that game? Like, there's a decent chance that you might not even be able to use the prize that you get. And if so, that doesn't exactly feel all that great. And I don't know what the prizing is going to be for this tournament. Apparently, that's only going to get figured out once the event actually starts and a full inventory of all the things can be done. And then it's figured out, okay, what stuff should we assign where? And the sponsor for the first thing, Bob, will apparently be supplying prizing for... Where the heck? Oh, tournaments here. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I want to play it one day. I own it on Steam, but I've never played it. Apparently, Aspen Films, as the sponsor, is going to supply prizing for the free-for-all tournament that I'm running. What's the prizing they're going to supply? I have no idea. Maybe it's going to be Steam keys. I doubt it. It's probably not going to be Steam keys. And, like, there's probably a good chance that there will be something more tangible for these, but I don't know what. And maybe there's a chance it's just Steam keys like last year, which is why I've been printing a bazillion dragons, because I want people to be able to take something cool home. If worst case scenario, it is just Steam keys, or best case scenario, it is something tangible. Either way, I'm bringing dragons, and I'll be like, hey, first place, you can choose one first. Second place, you can choose one, whoops, you can choose one second, and then third place, you can choose one third for all the tournaments. And then even if they get something that they can't use, like a Steam key, if they don't play that game or they have it already or whatever the heck, at least they get to take like a cool articulated dragon home, and they can be like, whoa, I won that in a tournament. And then it doesn't break the bank on my part. Like, I would not be able to buy, like, Chromebooks or headphones for people. Like, I just graduated university a couple months ago. I'm broke as hell. But I'm broke with a 3D printer. So, so I can do this. So, hence me spending a lot of time printing lately. Because I want to give these out as prizes at Fragapalooza. And maybe have, like, some extra spares so that people can have, like, some different color options. Like, I have 12 right now. And I don't want third place of the 1v1s at the very end to be stuck with just one specific dragon and they have, like, no choice. So I'm probably going to keep on printing more than this initial 12, and then there's, like, more choices and stuff. But yeah, let's see here. One of the best thing to be to give the winners Steam gift cards instead of keys. They probably prefer doing that, the winners, but we had, like, some sort of a deal with, I don't know who it was through. I don't know if it was a Humble Bundle thing or what. But there was some sort of sponsorship, some sort of deal where we got, like, a lot of Steam keys to give away. Like, if it was going to be Steam gift cards, that would be something that would be on the staff or volunteers to purchase themselves. That or come out of the funds that come from, like, ticketing, which is already going towards, like, prizing and venue fees and stuff like that. I mean, we have done just cash prizes during the times that it was, like, fully online for COVID, because we figured shipping things out to people that could be anywhere in the world would be a little bit tricky, since we just figured it would be open to anyone in the world to join because it was online because of COVID. But now that's back to fully in person, it's this. And I don't know who the deal was through to get a whole bunch of Steam keys last year, or if that's going on again this year, or what's going on. I won't find out until the event starts. So, like, I'm running these, but I don't know what people are going to get, apart from the things that I'm making for people to get, in addition to whatever Fragapalooza / the tournament sponsor provides. So, yeah, that's the situation with that. But I figured that, like, printing some dragons here is not going to be super costly on my part, just time-consuming, but is still something, like, really cool and meaningful for those that win the tournaments, getting to take something cool home. So I did pick up, like, a whole bunch of new plastics lately. And I have a lot of plastic here now. Ignore some of the baggies of plastic filament here and some stuff that I was sorting out there, Kirby bag and a lunchbox that Anima sent me. These are all my plastics. I have a lot of plastic now. And I have bought a whole bunch of cool plastics for printing out dragons. You got a brief camera shot of, like, blueberries that I've been secretly munching throughout this whole stream there for a hot second. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. So it'd be a local event here. It is a lot of plastic for sure. Starting to get super tired right now, so I'm gonna head off to bed. Take care, have a good rest of the night, you nerds, and have a good rest of the stream. Appreciate that, Guzma. Hope you have a good rest of the night there. Should I just hang out with you? Is there a yeah, I will indeed. I'll just stay on this layout for now. No hangout there. Yeah, maybe I'll just do this here. I'll do the boss, and then I might wrap up the stream here pretty soon. But I do want to wrap up the, I do want to do the boss this stream.
Yes.
Oh, it's you. Do you have some time to spare right now? Company heads gifted me some quality tea leaves. I'd be happy to serve you a cup. In order to better appreciate the tea blend, it's better to brew enough for two, you see. Yeah. So that's what I've been preparing for. And getting the layouts prepared is taking me longer than I thought. So I thought I'd be able to just recycle layouts from previous years, and I was able to for the most part. But I've been really sprucing it up a lot, making it a lot more visually appealing and changing a lot of design features.
If you have, please don't be afraid to let
So I think my setup for the tournaments for Smash Bros. This year will be the most professional ones I've had yet. And the fact that I got to do all 3 of the tournaments on the stage, that I have the stage scheduled for the full duration of all my tournaments, is awesome. So it's gonna be more of a spotlight role in a massive venue than I've ever had before in my life, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see here. A little, I guess.
I apologize for putting so
But yeah,
much
no pressure. I'll just be running a
whatever I can to help.
few tournaments in a
have to
venue
say,
full of a few
I
hundred
am
people.
grateful that you agreed to take on the leadership role. And I
Right on
want
the
you to
center
know that you're
stage.
doing an excellent
That won't be
job.
stressful at all.
Hugo was right about you.
That won't trigger my social anxiety. That'd be
Let's bore you
ridiculous.
another.
Mixer and I enjoyed tea together. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So 1 week from now.
It's late.
My goodness, it's
We
approaching
ended up
fast.
spending a lot of time here. Let's turn in for the night.
So yeah, it'll be fun, but it's probably really gonna drain me. It's
Okay,
gonna be a
I'll
lot
take
of
care
work.
the cleanup. I'm glad we had the chance to talk today. I'd like to
But
invite you again.
things
when
are
the
scheduled
opportunity
so much better
arises.
and organized so
Anytime.
much better this time.
Bid you a good night.
Like during the staff meeting yesterday, they were saying like this is the most organized that Fragapalooza has been in years, and that things are shaping up really well. I mean, I guess it makes sense what with COVID for so long, and then last year being the first year back to fully in person since 2019, the first year that I ever went. So the fact that a lot of things were learned after the mistakes of last year, and it seems like things are on a lot smoother sailing this year, work out a lot better. It's exciting, yeah.